Fair warning before the video even starts, this is a pest control video and shows a pest being controlled. So if you don't want to see that kind of stuff, click away now. I'm not going to show anything particularly bloody or gory, but I just want to give you that fair warning. But anyways, let's get into it. There are only 4 animals I actively hold malice towards, and that's wasps, ticks, mosquitoes, and worst of all, coyotes. You see, coyotes and I have a colored past, to say the least. They've eaten more of my animals than I'd care to admit, and I've taken very creative steps to take them out in the past. I thought I'd taken care of the problem earlier this year when I took a trio of coyotes out that were stalking my property. It took 5 months for some new coyotes to move in, so now it's time for round 2. I was walking around my property when I came across a hairy pile of poop in the driveway. This wasn't cat, dog, raccoon, or possum droppings. This was some verified coyote dookie. I found multiple other presents confirming one thing. The coyotes are back. And I didn't realize that what started off as a pile of turds became a story of theft, loss, and ultimately, sweet revenge. The discovery of these coyotes led me to launch Operation Toe Grabber. The plan's simple. You bury some traps, bait them up, then any meeny miny mo we catch the coyotes by the toe. Sounds simple, but it was anything but. And with step 1 completed and the traps buried, it was time to bait it up. I'm starting off by baiting these traps with some fox urine, which is what's here on the tree. For those of you that don't know, the only thing a coyote hates more than a roadrunner is a fox, so that's what we're using for the first day of bait. And with a few more traps set up around the area, I had a good feeling about the next few days. Day 2 started off very promising as I discovered 2 sets of coyote tracks on the pond bank moving towards the traps. Based on the size of the paws, I reckon there was a large male and a smaller female. I checked the traps but found nothing other than this pile of turds, so I left them for one more night before I decided to switch to a different bait. Right here for day 3, and nothing on the trap line yet. So, the plan today is to set out some cut up mullet and some chicken leg quarter scraps, and we're gonna see if we can get a coyote interested in here with some bait. All right, so I've got a big hole dug right there. All right, fish. All right, broke a bone off. I'm gonna shove that down. Stick this fattier part out towards the top. Now I'm gonna kind of cover it. Bury it up a little bit, that way he's gotta dig for it. Maybe while he's digging, he'll step on the pressure pan. All right, so I put some chicken bones right there and there, piece of fish right there. I also put some up in the tree and hanging from the tree. That way they have to walk up and kind of sniff up instead of sniffing down where the trap's at. And once I baited each individual trap, I threw some bait all around the area just to make sure that these coyotes would come in from as far away as possible and be super comfortable staying around and eating. The longer you can have an animal around your trap, the better chance you have of catching it. So this was my final resort for Operation Toe Grabber. And I guess this tactic really worked because the next day would prove to be successful. Well, partially. Well, something dug it up. That looks like a coyote paw, but they missed the trap. Came over here, dodged the trap again, stole all the bait. Don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some little paw prints in this loosened up dirt as well. So I guess it's time for us to go and get some more bait and maybe move the traps over a little bit. The coyote seems to have ripped the anchor out of the ground and took the trap with him. So we trapped one, and apparently he was strong enough to pull it all the way out of the ground. So we're kind of back to ground zero. It was very clear that Operation Toe Grabber wasn't working, so we switched gears to Operation Pop and Drop. You might have seen this barrel earlier, and it's actually the same kind of setup I used in my last coyote video. The setup is simple but effective. You set up a driveway monitor on a bait pile, clear a line of sight, and then wait for the coyote to rat himself out. And when you hear that monitor ring, you get to your window and take the shot. I like some variety in my bait pile, so I throw in any animal scraps to make kind of a buffet for the coyotes. This time I had some chicken wing bones, quail feathers, squirrels from last video, a flounder carcass, and an armadillo carcass. With my bait secured and alarm ready, it was only a matter of time. Time that unfortunately cost me a life. This is my cat Olga. We've had her for over 4 years, but when these coyotes showed up, she disappeared. She'd never wandered away before and made sure to always be on the porch to see me off to work in the mornings. But the coyotes had got her. I searched my entire property looking for her, only to be empty-handed. The coyotes kept creeping closer and closer to the house, and now they had taken my pet. This was no longer a game, it was personal. And finally, day 13 arrived. Judgment Day. Funny enough, I was actually in the middle of a live stream whenever I heard the sound I'd been waiting literal weeks for. But I went and picked up a chicken mask that I'd forgotten I even got a long time ago. Coyote. 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 That's the coyote bell. Dude, that's the coyote bell. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. I don't know if you can see it. It was just, oh, look. You can see the eyes reflecting. Hang on. I set my phone in the other room, grabbed my gun, and lined up the shot. Where's the phone? I think we got him. And with my live stream chat in hand, I rushed out to confirm the elimination. I think we got him! We did! The full live stream is up on my channel, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link in the description. You kill my cats, I kill you. Pretty sure it was with a headshot too. From 60 yards, maybe 63, something like that. I'll have to remeasure it later. We dropped him. Let's get an instant replay on those shots. I wanted to wait for a good headshot, but he kept ducking behind that barrel, so I decided to go for a spine shot. But with the 22, you gotta place the perfect shot to drop it immediately. So I went for a neck shot. So when he ducked behind this barrel, I lined it up, took the shot, and he dropped. Now, while he's on the ground, I took 3 follow-up shots at the heart level to try and make sure he didn't get back up. And once I looked at the coyote, I realized my heart shots landed perfectly. Oh, looks like when he was down, that's where one of the bullets hit him. Yep, went into the heart too. You can see where the 2 punctures are right at the heart level. So when I double tapped him on the ground, that one definitely went through the heart. Now I eat any animal I eliminate, so I got to work prepping the meat for the freezer. I've cooked coyote in a couple videos before, so check those out later. But in my next video, I'll be using this meat as well as some other critters to make some roadkill gumbo. So I'll see you guys next time, and as always, Jesus loves you, I love you, and have a great day.